Hello, everybody. Welcome to Where's My Blanket podcast, episode 22. And my name is David.
My name is Gunter. And sorry, I was just fixing my hair. I was looking at the camera.
Yeah,
and
I saw
was like,
that.
Why is there like a hair sticking out? So,
I was like, did you want to restart?
Clearly didn't like check myself before we
It's okay. I'm sure the Spotify listeners would be okay with it.
They probably heard me like brushing my hair because like the mic is sensitive, so they would like hear me. Can you guys hear this? Whatever. Probably. You guys can let me know, or as I listen. Anyway, as I edit the video, I'll see.
You'll hear yourself.
Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Huh? Okay. Anyways, for this episode, we're just going to talk about the best social media platforms, or from our perspective anyways.
Yeah. So we're talking about social media, like sites or like apps.
Things that you can share pictures of your cell phone, etc.
But we're excluding the messaging app.
Yeah, so like no WhatsApp, no Line, like not
Yeah, WeChat.
So we'll just run down the list so you guys can get a sense of what we're going to talk about. It's just the popular ones, but there's Pinterest, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr. So those are the ones we're going to talk about. If we missed any other ones, that's because they're not popular or we just didn't include them. So if
we're too old.
if what you're thinking about is not on this list, then you guys should reconsider using that app.
I always think you're gonna say something like nice or like apologetic, and then it's just like makes a really weird turn. Anyways,
clearly you should do what everybody else does. If everybody jumped off a bridge, you should too. That's where I'm getting at.
Right. Snapchat we included just because apparently you can like share a lot of photos and
I thought we should include it just because you can share stories, which like I mean in a sense you can do that on Instagram and Facebook, right? So I feel like that I know Snapchat can also be used as a chatting service, but it's like kind of just there that I would consider it as social media.
I guess so. I mean, I'm just gonna shit on them anyway, but we'll get there.
We'll get there when we get there. It's the second one anyway, so you guys will hear David shit on them very soon. But number one, Pinterest. I don't mind it. I don't mind Pinterest because like especially for those people that have a lot of like niche. I wouldn't say niche, but like their accounts very theme oriented, right? And you like the things that they have to post, like if it's like pictures of cooking or whatever, like it makes for a very interesting platform.
Honestly, it's one of the more unique ones if you think about it, right? So it doesn't really it doesn't really have like, comments, likes, things like that. Yeah, but you can like pin it and like make your own board. Yeah, and I think it's very good for inspirations and things like that. I think it's more popular among girls. Yeah, for cooking and like plants.
I know my cousin really likes Pinterest. So, or one of my cousins, anyways. So I know it is popular, and as much as I know of it, I never gave it a fair shot. So, after this episode and me,
you might download it.
Well, I might give it a shot because I actually. From what I know of Pinterest, I don't mind their concept and what they stand for and how they approach social media platforms.
Just like what you expect from that platform, right? So if you are looking for like funny stuff or like, important world events, then that's not the place to go. That's Reddit. Yeah, but Pinterest, I think if you're looking for inspirations, ideas, recipes, interior designs, I think that's where you can go.
Yes.
So
Pinterest is a little bit higher up there. Are we actually ranking them, or we're just talk about them and then we'll do I guess the top 3 afterwards?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Snapchat, you go first since you want to shut on them so much. I'll just sit back and listen.
It's not that much. I kind of despise them as a company because of what they did to Microsoft earlier in the days.
Please enlighten us because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people probably didn't even know, but I used to be a Windows phone user, And
shocking.
Obviously, you know, it wasn't the shit back then even. Yeah, but I think there was a niche that some, you know, users really enjoy using that platform, especially the Nokia Windows phones. But you know, so that platform always struggled because of apps. So they just couldn't get the apps to board over. Did you know about this? The whole Windows phone.
Like Windows couldn't have Snapchat, or Snapchat couldn't have.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just not even talking about Snapchat yet. I'm just talking about Windows Phone as a platform, as an OS. The problem that it didn't catch on as much as iOS and Android did was because of the apps, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So amidst this, you know, app problems, Snapchat was really big back then, and it was supporting everything. Like it was supporting Android and Apple, obviously.
Did it support Microsoft?
And I think BBM too. Yeah, but it didn't. It just didn't want to make a Windows app, and later on, people found out that it's because the CEO or whatever, like the people that's in charge of it, they had a like beef with Microsoft. I think something like that. Yeah, so just because of that, they, you know, don't want to develop an app for it. And then, like, because it was so popular, people started to make third-party app for it. I still remember I installed one called Six Snap or something. Yeah, so there's, like, different name, but using their platform. So obviously...
Sex Snap for a second.
Six.
I was like...
Six.
You horny bastard.
Oh my gosh. Six Snap. Anyways, yeah, but the same people that made that also made another one for Instagram, which is also an app that we were missing. Yeah, so this it was a pretty bad situation, but the reason...
a very boring story, sorry.
The reason that Snapchat didn't support Windows Phone was not okay. So that's why I didn't, yeah. Oh, so I wasn't done telling that part of the story.
Continue, I'm not stopping you, what the fuck?
You said it was boring, that's stopping me. I mean, that's interrupting.
Go, finish your story.
Okay, so anyway, so like the third-party apps, right? There were multiple ones, and they would shut it down. They would cancel your account if you use those third-party apps, right? So if you don't want people to use third-party app, then make one for Windows Phone, right? Yeah. Otherwise, let people do their thing, right? If they want to use your service, they're still using your service, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that was just very annoying for me, and I never really understood the appeal anyway. So even after I got Android, I install Snapchat a few times, but I always end up uninstalling it. Yeah.
I'm just doing some research.
I know you kind of liked it because some of your work friends use it, right? That's the only time I saw you using it.
So it was my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if you were done with your rant yet.
I'm done with my beef.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think Snapchat was okay. I still use it because to keep in touch with some of my ex-colleagues who still use it or like that use it. So it's more of I use it just to chat, mostly but I don't use it to share stories like I do on Instagram or whatever. But one of the main reasons why I invested in Snapchat in the beginning was because I found that their concept was unique, and I remember their IPO when they first came out. I think it was in 2019, or I don't know, it was later than that. Sorry, I don't know. Some years back, Snapchat had their IPO, and I remember thinking that if I had money, I would have invested into it because I would have made some money, which was fine, like whatever. It's just an opportunity that I missed.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept.
But I knew that because how unique the concept was, that it was at least going to jump for a bit, even if the long-term business model wasn't very successful. As you can see now, it's definitely declined in popularity a lot. Clearly Snapchat's long-term business plan is not doing so well.
Yeah.
But the only reason that I liked it was for its uniqueness at the time. Clearly now I don't even use it that much anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not one of my favorites for sure. But for me, the main reason was I thought that it would be a good moneymaker for me at the time that it announced their IPO.
Overall, I still think it would be considered a messaging app though.
Yeah, like I don't use it to check up on people. Like,
Yeah,
I don't like
you don't
use it
read
to
up,
check out.
yeah, you don't read up stories or like look at videos.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, except for those funny ones.
So don't worry, Snapchat. You're not on our top 3. You're not on anybody's top 3. So
yeah. Bye,
sorry.
Felicia.
Yeah, LinkedIn is the next one, and that's just more of a business thing, right? Yes. I don't post pictures of myself doing cocaine on a weekend on fucking LinkedIn.
No.
Right? So.
Well, it's a Microsoft Microsoft.
Is that
product.
why it sucks?
Well, I'm not gonna just say good things about it because it's Microsoft. I think they could have done it better. Yeah, so I think it's a cool way to connect business and connect workers and kind of promote yourself. Yeah, but I think there's I don't know. Just when I use it, I always feel like it's something about it is not the most user friendly.
So my problem with LinkedIn is that it's, for me, and how I understand of it, is that I think it's more for the corporate world. And so if you're anything that's not that, like a musician or even like people, like I don't know if hospitals or like lawyers, I don't know, right? But like it just seems very like businessy and corporate like, and that's a very niche market, A, and B, as most people should know, a lot of people get their jobs through connections, right? Literally, my old job in customer service, we had 14 or 15 people on our team. Only 2 of them were dry hires. 13, the other people were all referrals from one way or another,
LinkedIn?
Right? No, not from LinkedIn. That's why. So like, if you like, what is the point for me? What is the point of LinkedIn? Because if I'm gonna hire someone, like, and as you should, you would hire someone as a referral from someone you trust, right? Or unless they have a very impressive resume, then I would give them a shot. But I would never looked in on LinkedIn. I would never looked on LinkedIn and say, this guy looks fucking qualified. Let me give him a shot, right? Like, no.
Yeah.
Why do you? And do you, if you're a professional, I don't even put my LinkedIn profile on my resume. Like, why do I have LinkedIn? The fuck? Like, it's...
Yeah, I think a lot of people created a profile, like me included. Maybe it's more useful if you really like dig into it and make your profile like super shiny and impressive. But I mean, I don't think I've gotten any gigs or students from it. Maybe one connection that was sort of useful, but other than that, it's just, and then they send me these emails like, oh, congratulations to your friend.
Like, congratulate your friend
on their,
starting a new job.
And like anniversary. I was like, like what?
Yeah. I
feel like so generally for like the general public, I guess, it's not very useful.
And even in a corporate setting, like I wouldn't, like, because it's work, I don't really congratulate people for their successes. I mean, like, I guess I should, but like, no, I don't want to sound, okay, sorry, I have to rephrase this because now I'm going to sound like a fucking asshole.
You sure do.
Like, okay, if I'm in a work setting and someone leaves to go to another company and then they work there for a year, congratulate, and then I haven't talked to this person in a year because this guy's in another company, and then somehow on LinkedIn I say, congratulate this guy who's been at this new company for a year. I'm not gonna randomly, hey, haven't spoken to you in a year, congratulations, because fucking LinkedIn told me to.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
like
awkward.
So fake, right?
Because it's a work setting, we don't talk, like, I don't talk to people at work about my personal life, right?
Yeah.
We don't get so close that I would say happy birthday. I haven't spoken to a year. Let's catch up, right? Now that's different from, let's say, people I knew from school, right? Because recently, as I've said to David, I want to like increase like our social circle or social group. So like literally a week ago, I was reconnecting with some friends from university who I haven't spoken to in 10 years. But no problem. Hey, what's up, man? Haven't spoken in a long time. How are you? Very different from a work colleague, because they'll be like, what the fuck? Like, why? We work together, that's it. Like, we're not friends, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So,
well, not everybody's like
sure,
that.
I understand,
in general, though, for
in
sure.
general, yes. I think work is a bit more work, and so LinkedIn, because it appeals to corporate.
Yeah. It's not for
it's trying to turn work people into friends, which I think doesn't work. That's all.
I don't think it's for making friends.
No,
though.
I know. Well,
yeah, it's for like making connections, and like maybe like.
I think they're going about it the wrong way, but that's it.
That's what I mean. It's a little confusing what it's trying to do. Like,
Yeah.
do you use this? Because I used to when I first created the profile, I thought I used this app to get jobs.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I can probably get a lot of
I mean, there are
opportunities
job postings on LinkedIn.
from this.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. So I think I'm sure still people get it from there, but I feel like the whole setup and like the user interface is a little odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So LinkedIn confusing as well.
Not gonna be top 3.
Yeah. Reddit. You want to do this one first?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You have more to say about it, but I mean, I can start.
You go first, yeah.
No, I think this is definitely one of the better ones. It's informative, it's entertaining, and it's versatile. Yeah, I think that's pretty good words to sum it up.
Wow, I'm surprised you know these big words, to be honest. Holy shit.
Anyways, I don't think. Yeah.
You just made the funniest face. Oh. If you guys can rewind.
Anyways, I think the sound is also very.
Okay, just go on. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
I think it's a pretty good daily social app. Although it can be pretty rabbit hole-y. Yeah, like you can be scrolling for a long time, especially if you follow several subreddit.
Yes.
Yeah, but personally I don't. I don't know why. Something about the formatting or like the UI. Yeah, it's just not the most attractive to me.
Yes.
Yeah. But I can see how that's also less distracting and you can get to the, good stuff. Yeah, but for me, I never really use it daily, but I see amazing posts from there from time to time. Or, YouTubers talking about it. Yeah, some pretty interesting subreddits. But I also have a weird, not beef with it, but like, I think I already told you about this, that I I couldn't find my password. So I'm one of those people that really like to like things or like show my reaction to this certain thing people post. Right, so for the longest time I can't figure out my password, and I try to do like a reset to it, but I still can't get it done for some reason. Yeah, so I just always end up being like a guest on this app, and I try to like upload and nothing works.
He's just technologically challenged. Like, what do you want?
Are you sure people that's listening to this podcast know the truth? Anyways, but you can tell people what you feel about this.
Reddit? No, I completely agree with you. Reddit, I mean, to each their own in terms of how they use Reddit, but like because there's so many different subreddits and so many different opinions, I'm able to open my mind and gain different perspectives on things, so I value that. I agree with your statement on the formatting. I think it sucks, but oh well.
It just looks dated. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think, but I think they wanted to keep it simple. That's why. Yeah.
But I think overall generally I like Reddit, and you can see funny stuff, you can see cute stuff, and
versatile. I think is
the best word.
Best thing about it.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't consider Reddit as social media, because social media for me would be like seeing what my friends are up to. Like people can post things about what's this person that I haven't spoken to in a long time. But for Reddit, for me, it's more of like a news source, because it might not be the most credible news source, but it's basically like a forum, right? People post stuff and then they post sources, right? Especially ones that are even journalistic reviews. People will post their sources. Yeah. This here's my opinion. Here's
not
my
something
thoughts.
you use with friends to
exactly
stay in touch or something.
But it is very informative, and I do get a lot of my if I'm ever going to a party and I want to brush up on different subjects, Reddit is literally my main thing. If I'm looking at reviews on phones or anything,
oh really?
Yeah, phone review Reddit. And then because people will have a much more honest opinions of it, if you just go on a random website, you'll see that person, it might be skewed in one way or another, but Reddit comments are always for me.
On point.
Yeah, and they're very honest, right?
Right.
Like, I like this, however, or expect this, right? And so it's a bit more
There's
realistic.
also really good like how-tos and like yeah. Like if I run into a problem on my Surface, for example, I can sometimes find information there better than like Microsoft Form, you know. So yeah, in that sense,
it's how you use Reddit. I think that's what's important. And obviously that's to each their own, right? Because there are subreddits like the Donald. I think that got banned or closed down actually. But you know, for people who you know like Donald Trump or like to, I know I make the same joke about like having sex with their cousin, but it's a funny joke when you want. But you know, like they can subscribe to the Donald and circle jerk themselves all day, right?
Yes.
So it depends on what you use it for.
Yeah.
But anyways, I like Reddit. It probably will be high up there somewhere.
Yep.
Twitter.
Tweet.
I don't mind it. I just don't use it.
I only use it to check out my celebrity crushes. Basically, like I think
Instagram better though because they can have stories. Like Instagram has like videos.
But a lot of people are more active on Twitter than Instagram. I mean, Instagram is the best for photos and stuff, right? For sure.
Yeah.
But Twitter is, you know, sometimes I think you can see celebrities. I don't know their personality or life. Yeah, but then like a lot of Twitter accounts are controlled by their
PR person.
Yeah, PR person anyway. No, I don't know. It's just I think Twitter sometimes can be a very fun place and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in general, I don't use it that much. Yeah, I open it like once in a while. I do have it on my phone.
I think Twitter is more for like you said. I think it's more for interacting with famous people. Like I think I had a Twitter once, but then like it's hard to get like because I'm only posting text and it's hard for people to like I don't know like
it's also a younger generation thing. Like none of my friends post on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a lot of youngsters they kind of do. Yeah, and they follow their celebrities. They're like crazy. Yeah, but
not my favorite. Not our favorite.
I do like the whole like trending thing. Yeah. Until cancel culture comes into play, I really enjoy like seeing what's trending, and sometimes it's interesting. You know, like the some very important worldly events will be on there. Then you know the world still have hope. Yeah, but like
let's not go there this episode. I don't wanna.
Anyways, so but yeah,
Facebook
overall,
is next.
Facebook.
I like Facebook.
It's the OG.
It is the OG. Facebook was the very first one that I ever signed up for. Obviously, not obviously. I don't know why I said that. But Facebook for me is I only use it for two reasons. One is to stay connected with my family members because it's so OG. A lot of my boomer relatives from all over the world have it. That's how I connect with them, right?
Okay.
For example, my cousins in Australia literally messaged me and like, hey, like, and then like that was all through Facebook, right? So so Facebook is a good way for me to stay in touch with older relatives.
Yeah.
And also for people that somehow, to this day, it still like kind of baffles me. I don't know why, but your group of friends use Facebook Messenger, like the group that you guys are in. I'm like, what the
why is that surprising?
Because Facebook Messenger, no, I don't use Facebook Messenger
really?
Except that's the only reason. Like obviously I'm not in that group for very specific reasons, but not by choice, by the way. But I don't use Facebook. Like if I was in that group is the only reason I use Facebook Messenger. There's like think about it. Like you said, there's so many other chatting services, WhatsApp, Line, right? Like, why is everybody in your group? The fuck are they 50 years old? No offense.
No.
Like,
okay, so here I think one thing is because Korea. What?
No, I just made like the face on camera. Never mind. You're not paying attention to my face. Just go.
I mean, I saw you, but I was wondering what that means. Anyways, I think Facebook Messenger is I don't know. I think it's one of the better design ones, yeah, especially the newer ones. Facebook itself has gone like so weird. Like it looks like a kid's app right now. Do you know?
They go through so many format changes.
I
honestly
know. Yeah.
I don't keep track.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that they're modernizing it, but I feel like right now, especially like the current newest version of it, it looks like a kid's app. Yeah, it's pretty weird looking, but yeah. But I like the reaction thing on it, right? Like love. Yeah. So I think that was one of the changes that I enjoyed. Yeah. But anyways, I think overall, yeah, I use it to keep in touch with, relatives, sure, but also some old friends, like see what they're up to. Yeah, some of them still post there. Yeah, so I think it's still something that I would scroll through from time to time, but definitely use it less and less because it's so transparent there. I don't post it there too much anymore. I feel like it's like, it's none of their business. Yeah, I don't really need to tell you what I'm doing. Yeah, so I don't really use it that much for that reason. Okay.
I'm dancing on camera, by the way, if you guys didn't know. Sorry, that was a little segue. Yeah, Facebook. I don't know. I don't know if I like it enough yet, but I'll just keep it kind of there. Instagram is next. Although Instagram is owned by Facebook, which is so douchey, by the way, because when you open Instagram now, it says Instagram by Facebook or whatever. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm sure we know.
It used to not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, get over yourselves, Facebook.
Too big of a company. WhatsApp too now, right?
Yeah, all three of them. But, I don't know. I like Instagram a lot, as you guys know, because that's the only social media platform that Where's My Blanket has.
I used to not get it. Yeah.
Where's My Blanket on Instagram. You guys can follow.
Yes.
And, but I like it because there's so many, like, in terms of, I guess, our generation, this is how I interact with most people, right? You can talk to people on there. You can post pictures and videos to kind of show people, stories of your life. You can do actual stories, right? And I guess there's so many different ways for you to capture yourself and then put yourself out there. It's I don't know. Like I
appreciate
that idea.
Yeah, I think it's one of those apps and one of those platforms that have a very consistent development of user interface and like new features, right? So when stories came along, and then like live, and then IGTV, right? So all these things kind of have their own reason to be there, and nothing seems too forced and like strange. Yeah. So I think in general it does better than Facebook in that sense, right?
So like I want to just put the distinction out there really quickly, because Facebook has the same things, right? Facebook, you can talk to people via Messenger, you can share your stories and post, like you can do all that. Everything you do on Instagram you can do on Facebook as well. However, because Facebook, you can write on people's walls, and there's so many different things, like there's events that you can create. There's so many other things you can do on Facebook that it's not so compact, right? Instagram is literally only those features, but Facebook feels all over the place because it has so many things.
Yeah.
And so,
although one thing about, I think Facebook, the event thing,
yeah,
that's something that they have that others don't, that people still use though.
Right? Oh yeah.
So I think that's a plus. But I do agree with all the, like, it's kind of all over the place. Over the years, sometimes it's just gone a little bit too messy. Yeah, but
so I like Instagram because it is more condensed in terms of the services.
I like how you can stylize your own profile.
Stylize?
With your photos.
Oh.
So you know how some people use just certain tones of photos, like black and white, for example.
Like edit, like color wise and brightness and all that.
Not just edit, like they take those photos with those color tones.
Oh.
Yeah. So not everybody, of course, like the more artsy ones, right? So I think that's something that's cool, and some people use, like those puzzle ones to make a big one out of the thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
right?
Those are weird but fun.
Yeah. So I think it's just, like, you can express your creativity, artistry, and
better on Instagram.
Yeah, and you can sell stuff.
Wow.
Not to plug, but yeah, it's what really got my small business
Days Airplane
started.
Corner.
Yeah.
On
it's
Instagram.
Okay. If you guys are into plants, you can check it out. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I got into it. What?
No, I'm just looking at you for some reason. Okay, next one is TikTok.
You want to start?
Sure. I have no experience with TikTok other than the fact that, like, little kids use it, and I'm not a fucking pedophile, so I don't use it. And
it's
number
not
two,
the content.
apparently, allegedly, I don't know, but if you download TikTok on your phone,
tracking you.
It tracks you through.
They said that about so many apps.
Sure, like I don't know. Okay, that might be like a little. So I'm not gonna talk about. So okay, that aside, let's not talk about that because I don't want to degrade the integrity of my argument or my discussion. So don't ignore that. Yeah, I'm fucking 30. I don't need a TikTok app. I'm not fucking like I don't need to look at 12-year-old. Okay, I don't need. Yeah, sorry.
I agree with that to a certain extent. Yeah, I think people at this age group wouldn't be using that very much. Which is why it's really funny because my mom somehow saw something about this app, the China one. Yeah, and she got interested about it. She's like, "Oh, how do you look at TikTok videos?" I was like, "Why would you want to do that?" I was like, "Do you know what they do on there? They just
okay,
just like weird dances."
Think about it this way. I know this makes me sound old, and I'm admitting that now. Think about it this way though. If people like, for example, a lot of these new games that come out, I don't buy them anymore, right? I like, you know, PS5 is gonna come out, Assassin's Creed 4, 5, 6, whatever. Like, you know, like all these games and sagas that I used to play, they come out with new and more games, but I stopped playing them because I have other things that I would rather, like, I just have things that I need to rather do that are a bit more adulty, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And not that I'm so adult, whatever, right? But similarly with social media, right? I already have these ones. I can't
you don't have time for so many.
A new one, right? Especially like, why am I like TikTok is the same thing for me as YouTube because I would use it both in the form of entertainment.
Right.
Why not just keep using YouTube because I already know how to use it. Right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there was a few days or even a week I was like looking at a lot of
oh my God, you
TikTok
still use
videos.
TikTok? Don't even.
No,
still use TikTok.
I haven't looked at it for a while.
Okay.
But no, because I mean I was curious to see what's on there that's make it so popular. Yeah, but a lot of times I like how it's personalized though. So it basically show you the video that you would be interested in.
That's literally YouTube as well. YouTube will.
I know.
Videos.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the difference?
Well, the difference is the videos are short.
Oh yeah.
So what was I gonna say about TikTok is that it brought me back to Vine, which I thought was very good social media.
Vine.
I was sad when they ended it. Yeah, I mean some stuff on there was silly, but I think it was a very interesting way for comedians even, right?
Yeah.
And like some people that just want to be funny. Yeah, to post short videos on there that's creative. Yeah, so TikTok kind of has that. Yeah, but you know, it's not known for that, right? It's just people dancing on there most of the time. Yeah, but I mean, it's a young thing.
Not my favorite.
Not for us.
Oh wells. Maybe just because I'm getting old, we're getting old. Anyways, last one is Tumblr.
Tumblr.
I have no experience with Tumblr.
Really?
Sorry.
Not at all?
No. I think no. So, don't get me wrong. Don't shit on me if I'm wrong. But isn't Tumblr the place where you get pictures from? Like sometimes when I Google pictures, like of not penises, guys.
That's Flickr.
Oh, is that Flickr or Imager? Oh, sorry. I think they're all the same thing.
Imgur, right?
Yeah.
There's an image thing from that.
So I don't know what Tumblr is then. Sorry.
Tumblr is similar to, I think, if comparing to another social media.
Let me Google while you talk.
It's the most similar to Twitter. Yeah, but it has a lot of.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
microblogging.
I would say it's like Twitter and Pinterest combined in terms of content. It has a lot of artsy stuff. It has a lot of niche kind of posts. And
that's probably why I don't use Tumblr because I don't use Pinterest or Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And if that's the two combined, you're combining two things that I don't use anyway. So
yeah, it's a place that a lot of people also post fan art on and like tag their celebrity crush.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a very artsy place, and like people making like wallpaper and things like that, they would show it there to share it there too. That's my understanding of it. Maybe a few memes, yeah, but like
Not my favorite either.
Yeah.
Also because I haven't given it a shot, but I'm sure.
I don't see the need. I used to, you know how on Instagram when you share things, you can share to Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to do all three,
Mm.
but now I stopped to post on Tumblr. Yeah. I don't know. It's just
Sad.
I don't really think it's that useful. But
Yeah.
anyways.
But I mean, despite the fact that I've never used Tumblr, I can say that I would probably not like it. But then, like, with Pinterest, I've never used that as well. But I can say that I might have, like, right?
I would rather
just because I haven't
have
used
Pinterest,
it,
yes.
you know, we have enough knowledge about ourselves, what we like, to know that I might like one over the other. But anyways, yeah, David. So, what is your top 3?
Top 3. We're each giving one, right?
Yeah, you can go first if you'd like.
Top 3 as in 1, 2, 3, or just top 3?
Up to you.
Okay, then I'll do number 1, Instagram. Number 2, Snapchat. Just kidding.
Don't troll people.
Number 2.
Snapchat is like 0.
Number 2, I'm gonna say. As much as it's weird to say it, I'm still gonna say Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm kind of basing this on how much I use it, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then number 3, I'm gonna give it to Pinterest instead of Twitter.
Wow.
Even though I use Twitter third, but yeah, Pinterest just more interesting, and I think it's the most unique, so it gets bonus points.
Good for you. So my top 3, I'm still deciding
Between TikTok and
yeah. So I love
LinkedIn.
TikTok. I fucking love looking at little boys and girls. Holy fuck.
Oh gosh. Okay, can you
Sarcasm, by the way.
rank it?
BT dubs.
Yeah, I'm sure they know.
I'd say number 1 is Reddit. Number 2 is Instagram. And number 3 is Facebook. However, Facebook might change because depending on how much I don't want to put Pinterest there because I've never given it a shot.
Right.
But if I somehow end up liking Pinterest more, I can easily see it swap it. Yeah. But I use like on the daily. I use Instagram and Reddit every day.
Yeah, so the main reason I have Facebook on there is because I do use it. Because, like I have a page there that I have to manage.
Yeah.
And then I do check friends' messages sometimes. And there's the event thing.
Yeah, well, so I do use
useful.
Facebook to check stuff too, so that's why,
Yeah.
But, just a quick thingy. Sorry, if you guys like Reddit as well, my favorite subreddit is Ask Ouija. Is that how you?
Ouija, yeah.
Ouija, Ask Ouija. It's fucking hilarious.
Really? Like Ouija board?
Yeah, so it's called Ask Ouija, and basically, someone puts out a sentence like blank something blank, right? And then what happens is every Reddit user will put in one letter until something is spelled out. And usually the answers are fucking hilarious.
Oh, okay.
And it's just such a good time.
Do you contribute or you just look at it?
No, I contribute too sometimes. And it depends, because let's say, for example, is what should I name my dog, for example, right?
Oh, okay.
And then some people will post a W, some people will post an M, and then it goes on, and then people kind of build on that.
Okay.
And then the more votes that each kind of response gets, it gets pushed up to the highest comments, right? So if you look at obviously don't look at the new ones, but if you look at posts that are even online for or that have been posted for more than an hour or more than a couple hours, generally they'll already have pretty good and funny answers.
But what if it's all consonants? How does it spell something?
Well, they wouldn't, right? Because if that happens and people are trolling, then they wouldn't get upvotes. So it would be way down below, and you wouldn't see it as a top comment.
I see.
I won't show you guys. Just go to Ask Ouija and see it. It's fucking hilarious.
I'll check it out.
Very cool. But anyways, those are our top socials that we like to use. If we did forget one, you guys can let us know on Instagram at Where's My Blanket, because that's what we use. But like I said in the beginning, if we missed it, just choose one of these apps. They're probably better.
Let us know what you guys prefer using or what you use on the daily.
Yes, that is very good. Especially David, he loves all this tech stuff, right? he has no shame when he downloaded TikTok, so I'm sure he'll download.
Why would it be
He'll download anything to look at little boys and girls.
It's not illegal.
But yeah.
Anyways, yeah, sound off your idea in the comments, but
hit
otherwise,
that subscribe button here.
Yes.
And also like the video, helps us out a lot. Share this video if you think it will make someone's day, make them laugh, anything to give them a smile. We appreciate more people viewing our videos just because we want you guys to smile and be happy, all the good stuff. But
yep, brightens up anyone's day. That would be great.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. And see you guys on the next one. We keep looking at each other. It's kind of weird.
Don't know where to look.
See
you
you
on the next one. Bye bye.